So see here, take a lead dry cell and remove its outer covering. If we take the dry cell, that is which is present at your home, see here, if we see the examples, the dry cells which are not working, which are removed from your torches or also from a wall clock. So give such type of dry cell, the cell which are used in that devices. So take one dry cell, take a lead dry cell and remove its outer coating. When we remove its outer coating, what will we show inside that? So inside you will find a whitish metal layer. This is the zinc metal layer. See here, I read this para. Take a lead dry cell and remove its outer coating. Inside you will find a whitish metal. So it is the whitish metal. This is of zinc. Here we see zinc cover. This is the white color covering which is present of that. It is the outer layer. Okay, if we remove this outer layer, this blue color layer, when we remove this outer layer, we see inside this there is another layer, that is we call, this is the zinc layer. This is the metal zinc. It is whitish, that is silver color. Okay, whitish silver. So here this is the zinc metal layer. This is the negative terminal of the cell. So this whitish color layer which is of zinc cover, it is the negative terminal of the cell, that is lower potential. Okay, and now carefully break open this layer. If we again cut this layer, zinc layer, when we cut this layer again, then we see inside that there is another layer inside. Which layer we see inside that? If we cut this zinc layer, after cutting this zinc layer, we see an electrode is filled between these two layers. Here we see there is another layer inside it, inside this zinc layer. See here, this is the electrode, that is electrolyte is filled between these two layers, and between these two layers, this is the inner layer and this is the zinc layer. Between these two layers, electrolyte is filled. Electrolyte means it is another substance which is filled between this zinc layer and this electrode, which is the positive layer of this cell. There is a layer inside and electrolyte is filled between these two layers. It is the inner layer and it is the zinc is the outer layer. I again repeat, if we cut the outer covering of the cell, we see the which layer? That is the zinc layer. Okay, this is the negative end. And if we cut this zinc layer, again we see the another layer inside that. This is the inside layer, and between these two layers, zinc and that, there is a electrolyte is filled between these two layer, inner layer and this outer layer. Okay, so here the electrolyte contains negatively charged and positively charged ions. So this electrolyte contains two types of charged particles, that is positive and negative ion. Electrolyte are nothing but the chemical substance which are filled between that two layers, that is the zinc layer and this inner layer. So here, and between these two we know which substance is filled, electrolyte substance is filled. This electrolyte substance contains positive and negative ions. So these are the carriers of electricity. These positive and negative ions are nothing but the carriers of electricity. Means these ions have function that carry the electric charge from higher potential to the lower potential. So the electrolyte is a wet pulp of a zinc chloride. So what is the electrolyte? It is the wet pulp. Wet means it has some moisture, wet pulp, gel like. So zinc chloride, it contains which type of substance? ZnCl2, zinc chloride, and also ammonium chloride is there. There is a graphite rod at the center of the cell. It is the graphite rod. Okay, this is called graphite rod. This positive terminal, it is called graphite rod at the center of the cell. This is its. This is the positive terminal of the cell. A paste of manganese dioxide is filled outside the rod. So this graphite rod, which is covered by which substance? That is the MnO2, manganese dioxide, is filled outside the rod because of the chemical reactions of of all these chemicals, the electric charge is produced on the two terminals. So why the electric charge are produced on the two terminals? Because here we use various types of chemicals, that is ZnCl2, NH4Cl, and also we see it is a graphite rod. This rod is also covered by MnO2. So during this, what happened, when there is a chemical reaction takes place between these substances, and due to this, what happened, electric charge is produced on the two terminals. That is, one terminal is graphite rod, that is the positive terminal. Okay, this is the positive terminal, and the another terminal is, which is of zinc layer, zinc cover, it is the negative terminal. So current flow from which part to which terminal? Here current flow from positive terminal to the negative terminal. Positive terminal is of the graphite rod and negative terminal is of zinc cover. So in which direction current will flow? Current will flow from this positive terminal to this negative terminal, that is zinc cover. So in between these two layer, the chemical substance, that is electrolytes, are filled. Which are electrolytes? That is zinc chloride and ammonium chloride, ZnCl2 and NH4Cl. And we know this rod is also covered with the which substance? That is the MnO2. So in that way we see the construction of this dry cell. Okay, again I repeat this construction with this diagram. See this diagram in detail. Listen carefully. Here we take a lead dry cell. Okay, it is the lead dry cell. This four whole images of lead dry cell, and here if we cut the outer layer of this cell, this bluish color, faint blue color, is the outer layer of this cell. If we cut this layer, we see the another layer, this blue white color, we see the white color layer, that is, this is the zinc cover. This cover is made up of zinc metal. Okay, so it is the zinc cover, and it is the negative terminal of that cell. It is the negative terminal of that cell, that is zinc cover. Okay, then if we cut this zinc cover again, if we cut carefully this zinc cover, so inside that we again see the another layer is there, and between these two layer the electrolyte is filled. So between these two layer, which electrolytes are filled? That is ZnCl2 and NH4Cl. ZnCl2 means zinc chloride and NH4Cl means ammonium chloride. So between these two terminals, inner terminal and outer terminal, that is zinc cover, between these two, these chemical substance are filled in the form of wet pulp. Okay, wet pulp of this zinc chloride and ammonium chloride is filled between these two surfaces, that is the which surfaces? The layer, that is inside layer, and the layer which is made up of this zinc metal. So between these two layer, this wet pulp of ammonium chloride and zinc chloride is filled, and we know these electrolytes form two types of ions, that is positively charged ion and negatively charged ion. So the electrolyte contains such type of charged negatively and positively charged ion. So these ions are nothing but the carriers of electricity, means these ions helps to carry electric current from higher potential to, or higher level of potential to, the lower level of the potential. So here again we move our construction between these two layers, that is zinc layer and this, we see this is the inner layer. Between these two layer, electrolyte is filled between this. Okay, and this electrolyte is made up of wet pulp of zinc chloride and ammonium chloride. It contains ions, positively and negatively charged ions, and these ions helps to transfer or flow of current between these two terminals, positive and negative. Here there is a, if we see, this is a rod. Okay, sorry, we see this image, we see here, this is the, at the center of this cell there is a rod. Okay, this is the graphite rod, this is the graphite rod, and which is also covered, which is this layer is also covered with the paste of manganese dioxide, that is MnO2. Means this rod is covered by which paste? That is MnO2. O2, manganese dioxide. So here what happened? Which type of substance are filled in that cell? We see ZnCl2, NH4Cl, and also we see the graphite rod which is covered by the paste MnO2. So these are the chemical substances. So when we see all these chemical substances are present inside that cell, so during this, between these chemicals, what happened? Chemical reactions takes place between these all the chemicals, and due to this what happened? Electric charge is produced on these two terminals. Which terminals? First terminal is a graphite rod, terminal of this graphite rod, and terminal of this zinc layer. Okay, so here this graphite rod have a two ends, that is the positive terminal, and the zinc layer have a negative terminal. Okay, that's it is the outer surface, it is the zinc layer, it is of negative terminal, and this positive graphite rod is of positive terminal. So we know here the charge flow from higher level to the lower level, that is positive end to negative end. So due to the wet pulp which is used in the cell, what happen? The chemical reactions proceed slowly. Here we use the wet pulp of this electrolyte, and due to this wet pulp what happen? These chemical reactions carry out very slowly, and due to this large electric current cannot be obtained from this cell. So here why these cells are not used for in the larger cells, larger devices? Because here due to wet pulp this chemical reactions is cannot proceed very fast, so rate of this reaction is very slow, and due to the slow reactions this cell cannot be produced the electricity at a higher level, means large amount of electric current cannot be produced from this such type of cell. So compared to the electric cell using liquids, the shelf life of dry cell is longer. Dry cells are very convenient to use as these can be held in any direction with respect to ground and can be used in a mobile instruments. If we see in this dry cell which type of substance are used, here we do not use liquid substances. Instead of liquid substances we use the paste of this substance, that is wet substances. Wet means here we see the in the dry cell we use which type of, we use the pulp. Okay, pulp of these chemical substances, and due to this pulp the chemical reactions proceed or carry out very slow rate or very slowly. So due to this large electric current cannot be obtained from this cell. So what are the uses for this cell? So here we see for which purposes these cells are used. We see this construction. Okay, here we see due to wet pulp used in the cell, the chemicals reactions proceeds very slowly. Hence, the large electric cannot be obtained from this. So if we compare the electric cells using liquids, we see the another cells are also there, but in that cell liquids are used in the instead of pulp. Means in dry cell we use pulp of the substance, but in another electric cells the liquids are also used for producing the electric current. So dry cells are very convenient because here we do not use the liquids, here only we use the pulp. So due to this these cells are very easy to carry from one place to another place or in any direction from with respect to the ground. Okay, so it is mobile instrument. Mobile means we can move this instrument from one place to another place very easily, so it is called mobile instrument. Okay.